way to go get our colors analyzed. Color analysis. Yeah, she's already done it before, and I haven't. But I'll let her explain why she feels like she needs to get her color analysis done twice in less than a year between each other.
The reason I want to get it redone is because you get autumn, winter, summer, spring, and she was unsure. The way that company did it was if you're high contrast, you could be two of them, and if you're low contrast, you could be the other two. And then she couldn't decide if I was high or low. He was like, I guess we'll go high contrast. Girl, you're not even sure about that decision. So she immediately eliminated spring and summer for me, which I don't even know if I would have been one of them, but it just bothers me that she immediately eliminated it. And then also, she chose autumn for me, which I do think that I'm an autumn. But instead of having soft autumn, warm autumn, all of those subcategories, she just told me I was an autumn and then draped every single autumn color on me and just chose her favorites. But her favorites had no rhyme or reason. They would be completely different colors. So if I were to get it done by the lady we're getting it done today, there would be like soft autumn, which are softer colors. The original lady, basically she chose some soft colors, she chose some warm color, there was no rhyme or reason, and this lady is gonna have rhyme or reason, and I know I'm gonna like it better, and it'll be more specific, and that's my reasoning.
Flag. This is the warm flag. So what I'll do for this is I'll put one on you like this, and then I'll put the other one on top, and the analysis pretty much happens when I remove that top one. I feel like this makes you look more, this kind of color pops out in your under eyes to me. Like that kind of bluish purple color, and I feel like it's not bad, but it's not really doing you a favor. Spring. Sure. So we're looking for what's a little bit of a better fit, what can I focus on you in. This is a brown from True Autumn. It's very warm, chocolatey kind of vibes. You say you wear a lot of brown, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
That's good. This will be good to figure out good shade of brown since you do like that color. And this next one, this next one's going to be from Deep Autumn. Can you see how it's it leans closer to black? Yeah. It's not as warm. So Deep Autumn. True. Gray and cream are better than a pure stark white.
Okay, that's good. I wear a lot of cream too.
Do you really?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. I know for guys it can be kind of tricky, because you're wearing a suit, gotta wear a plain white shirt or whatever, right? But
I've always wanted an olive suit.
Yeah. Oh wait, no kidding.
Yeah,
so you have a good eye, but you low key kind of
I do. Green is my favorite color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're looking at this, are you okay, yeah, this feels right.
Yeah.
You have a lot of these different things in here.
Yeah.
So orange is one of those colors that can be kind of polarizing. Do you like orange? Do you have much orange?
I don't know if I have a bunch of orange.
Just more like a marigold, warm, golden kind of yellow. When you're looking at this, are you holy shit, I'm uncomfortable with yellow, or are you
no,
I can kind of see it?
I wore a yellow shirt.
Kelly green, literally. Yeah. I like this color a lot. This feels like a fun one. It's bright, but I think it's an approachable kind of color. Yeah, this is great. Let's look at some other ones. Forest green. I really like this color. That's a great one. You want to be careful of colors like seafoam kind of green. This is a spring green. Okay. They look similar, but something about this is more earthy. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So this is a little bit too almost neon for you, in my opinion. This one is a little bit more subtle. It's still bright, but subtle enough. Okay, ready? I'm excited. Cool. Then spring. Okay, so spring. Autumn, spring, autumn. Okay, I don't even need to go further. There's a chance you could be more, but same kind of thing where it's I didn't mind this blue, but everything here was a little bit too dull on you. You have more warmth to you than that. Yeah. And then the dusty blue, I compared that to the turquoise blue. Don't love the dusty.
Mm-hmm. I love
Oh, she loves that color.
I feel like that is a little too dull on you.
Yep, I agree.
Your eyes, like compare you, and you pull this off better than him because you have so much glow to your skin.
I think what threw me in, like where I thought I was getting biased was like this kind of green I love on me and other people love on me. Like this kind of green. But there's also colors reminiscent on that palette that are like the similar.
Yes.
And so like that is probably what I looked like when she did it, and that's probably why she leaned like high contrast and eliminated spring and summer. But
yeah, I mean, I do see, like, there are some colors in this that are okay, but they're going to be the ones that are more, like, deep and saturated versions. This red is more of, like, a crimson. I see this kind of, like, holiday kind of red, you know. I like, anyone that has autumn in their palette does well in, like, almost any shade of red, in my opinion, but if you're just choosing the best one, this one makes you so bright. It's a little bit dark. So,
like, I almost pulled up in this color today.
yeah, you can definitely do this one, too. This is from Autumn. I could see you doing this for sure. But I just want you to know that like this is really good because of that brightness that you have. So either yeah, beautiful. Love that one too. I love this with like white denim.
All greens with my eyes.
Me too.
Like
makes them look more green. I feel like it's kind of dusty blue. Just kind of yawn about that. It feels very disconnected from you. This just makes your skin so much more warm. I love that. This is beautiful.
Okay, so it's about 21 days, it's been 3 weeks since we got our colors analyzed. Here are our results. I am personally a true autumn. You saw my little flag I was holding up at the end of that clip. She gave the lady who did our color analyses gave us like booklets and little bookmark things of our color palette. See, as you can see, it says True Autumn. Dakota is a deep autumn, I think. So it just means like out of the two warm toned palettes, she like is in the middle of them, kind of, or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works. Kind of more vibrant versions of these colors almost. So like chartreuse is in there, some brighter blues, like a teal, I think, kind of blue, brighter reds, brighter oranges, just like brighter colors overall, more vibrant. We get these for free. She gives them to people, and then you can purchase these little booklets. So we were both like, yeah, we'll purchase the booklet, because the booklet has these little fabrics or whatever. So like you can, if you go shopping, you can just and test it on the clothing. This item of clothing is not in my palette, but this is a pajama shirt, so it doesn't really matter. We were like, yeah, might as well get it just because. So she went back to the back room and came back with Dakota stuff, but was like, yeah, I don't have any more of the True Autumn stuff. I should get some Friday, and then I can ship it to you or whatever. And we were like, oh yeah, sure. And then she was like, and I feel really bad, so you can just have the book for free. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, I can pay for shipping. And she was like, no, like, I feel really bad that I don't have it, which wasn't that big of a deal. Like, if she was going to ship it anyway. So I'd feel bad. I mean, she would have let me pay for shipping at least. That got shipped to us, I don't know, 16th through the 18th, somewhere in that range, I think. But we were on vacation from the 11th through the 18th or 19th. So we were gone. We texted her while we were on vacation because Dakota remembered that her mom was going to get her colors analyzed and was like, oh, you can just give it to my mom and she can give it to us, which she didn't end up doing. But the lady was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, like it should have came in earlier. But the day I was supposed to leave, the day after they were supposed to get there, and someone stole her package, which is rude. Also, like, why are you stealing? What are you going to do with all these? You going to flip them on the street? Like, what a worthless package to steal. There's probably a rival color analysis company looking to do misfortune upon her. Anyway, that's the story of why it took so long, and also how she was very nice and gave it to me for free. These are some of the colors that are in my palette, which I'm pretty excited about. I like a lot of these colors. My closet really isn't like, doesn't have a lot of this stuff in it though. I have a lot of green, but there's some blues in there. I really want like a purple like this. I haven't been able to find one yet. And then I just got a orange like crew neck, Nike crew neck when I was in Astoria, which is where the Goonies was filmed. It matches this orange pretty well. So that was from the eye. So that's pretty impressive by me, to be honest with you, because I'm horrible at looking at shades. But there's also some of this stuff on there, like some extra colors. And then there's this thing too, which kind of like shows you what colors you can do. It has some stuff on the back about like shoes and belts, hair, kind of jewelry you should do, your color dimensions, all that stuff on there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it was a good experience. I'm glad I did it. It was cool. Kelly Green, my mom's name. I think that's Kelly Green. It was cool. Got some cool keepsakes out of it. Now I know what color palette I'll be for the rest of my life. I won't have to pull a Dakota and go do it over again. Here's some takeaways from it, because it sounds dumb a little bit, especially if you don't get it. But like going and seeing it get done, especially on someone else, but especially also on myself, it does make a difference. Like the different colors and stuff, and it makes sense. It's all color theory. It's like your undertone is gonna be. Speaking of undertone, I look horrible in this lighting. Like your undertones are going to have a certain... My cat just walked in. She's licking her lips. Like that. Okay, freak. Your skin's going to have certain undertones. And that's going to be a certain shade. And so certain shades of colors will look better with your undertone and like your overtone and all that. And so like it makes sense. You really do. Your skin, you see a noticeable difference in your face and the way you look with certain colors versus others. It was cool to see that get done, and it's made shopping so much easier, because before, like let's say I wanted to go to the thrift store or even shopping normally, and you go, but especially thrift stores, you go and there's 2,000 pieces of clothing you have to go through, and you're forking through each one. They're all pieces of shit. You're like, wow, this all looks horrible. Now I can go in and be like, okay, black and white, don't have to look at any of them. And I don't care to. I don't really want to wear a black or white shirt anymore. Like it's so easy now just to go in and you can just immediately not get something based on the color. And like if I really wanted to get a shirt or whatever that isn't technically in my palette, I'm just gonna get it, because I'm not gonna let it rule my life that much. But I'm already so like, I already can't make up my mind. I can never choose anything. It's not a thing that just makes it easier, make decisions for me. And so personally, I think it's really cool in that regard. I was able to go through 3 different like thrift store kind of things when I was in Washington, or technically Oregon. And it took me like 10 minutes in each one. And they were big places too. There's a lot of clothes in there, but it only really took me 10 minutes just to go through the whole place, because I just didn't waste my time. Shirts and pants and hoodies that I just knew weren't going to be in my palette. And so it's actually pretty nice. If you're able to, if you have the money for it and you're interested in something like it and you think, you know, oh, this could be something cool, go get it done. You can get it. You can bring someone with you. They don't even have to do it. You can bring someone who wants to get it done too. But it's cool. It's a cool thing to do. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it probably will help in the most first world way it can. Yeah, those are my closing remarks for this video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you liked the video, or if you like Batman. Comment down below who you think should be Batman in the DCEU. I used to think that it should be, I still do. I still think Brandon Sklenar. Really good choice. But I recently saw someone, this is a tangent. If you don't care about this, you can end the video here. You can skip out. I recently saw someone say that it'd be weird for them to do 2 Batmans at the same time, because James Gunn keeps saying that he doesn't want Matt Reeves' Batman, which is the one with Robert Pattinson, to be in the DCEU, like with the Superman movie that just came out and the Supergirl movie they're making and all that. Like their version of the MCU. He doesn't want Matt Reeves to be in it, and he wants it to be its own thing.
But people are like, well, that's going to be confusing. There's no way they're going to have two Batmans on screen at the same time. Like, that would just confuse viewers. James Gunn has repeatedly said that he would be very excited for Matt Reeves to work on a lot of things for him. I think Matt Reeves is working on the Clayface movie that James Gunn wants to make. And so they might do Robert Pattinson as the Batman in the DCEU. I do think it'd be a weird scaling because of how grounded Robert Pattinson's Batman would be. And if they did bring Batman into DCEU, I'd want it to be kind of like... I wouldn't want it to be realistic. I wouldn't want him to be going around in body armor, wearing tactical uniform-esque kind of thing, where he really doesn't do that much. He's only using, like... He uses a grappling gun, but it has to be realistic. Like, no, I want Batman in these movies to be jumping off buildings, doing fucking double backflips over people and beating up people in ways that aren't really humanly possible, because that's the point of a superhero. But anyways, I think there could be a good chance that they would just have Robert Pattinson come back over and do the DCEU. I think it fits. I think he's phenomenal as Batman. I think he's better than Christian Bale. Sue me. I do. I think he's a better Batman. Christian Bale was a good Bruce Wayne, but I think Robert Pattinson portrayed a version of Bruce Wayne that was just as good as Christian Bale's and will only get better because, spoiler alert, character arcs can happen, and they can have character arcs where they become different versions of themselves and they learn from things. That's how stories work. Everyone who's like, oh, it doesn't make sense for his Bruce Wayne to be that way. Yes, it does. It literally does. And if you want to make the argument where Bruce Wayne's supposed to be like super charismatic and still help out the city, which he is, and he does. Bruce Wayne does a lot for the city of Gotham. That's just what they're going to work towards. Like, the whole point is thematically he's stuck. Like, he thinks that all he can do is beat up people. That's the only difference he can make, and Bruce Wayne doesn't matter. But you literally saw at the end of the movie him be like, oh, there's more I could be doing for the city. I shouldn't just be this guy who goes up and beats people up. And so, let me get started. Anyways, thanks for watching, subscribe, like, and I'll see you later.